Now, so I want to really do a little recap of the last week, just for a minute, so that to really have the continuation. So we saw that Swamsa of Krishna means his own expansion, right? He himself becomes so many forms. So he actually comes as Balaram. So that is his first expansion. Then after that, Mula Sankarshana, that is the second expansion, and then Maha Sankarshana, the third, and then Mahavishnu. Then from Mahavishnu comes Karpodakasai Vishnu, who is actually the Vishnu who is in every Brahmanda. Then Shirakadakasai Vishnu, who is actually there in the milk ocean and also living in every atom and in the hearts of every jiva. Right? So this much we know. Then these jivas, atmas, that are us, we, the spiritual entity, jivas, they all come from this Swamsa of Krishna. So I mentioned that Baladev, Mula Sankarshana, Maha Sankarshana and Mahavishnu. Then Karpodakasai Vishnu and Shirakada Vishnu, there is no soul coming there. If you really see the previous one, see, you also see at the bottom too, Karpodakasai Vishnu, no, that Vishnu, there is no jiva coming from them. But from Baladev, those jivatmas, who really come from Baladev, they really straight away go to Goloka to serve Krishna. Then those jivas coming from Mula Sankarshana, they go straight away to Madhura Dwaraka region. And those jivas coming from Maha Sankarshana, these jivas will directly go to Vaikuntha. They don't really come to... So all these three categories that we have really seen, they have nothing to do with they're seeing the Maya, Mayic world, this our material world, nothing. They don't even see them. Only Mahavishnu, who is in between the spiritual world and the material worlds, floating there. And there the jivas actually coming in, they are actually a little different. Actually, they are all actually us. We came from Mahavishnu's belly. So now, because the jivas come, they come in the Tadastha Sakti, in the intermediate region between the spiritual world and then the material world. And those jivas have the chance and to really look either up towards the spiritual world to go to Krishna, or look down into the Maya, that is Mayic world, means this miserable world, this material world. So it has a choice. But unfortunately, those who really land up in this material world, they all look down because they were attracted by the Mayic, all the material enjoyment they were actually attracted to, and that is why the misery started. But however, our original nature of our jiva is to be a jivera swurupahaya, krishnera nitya dasa, krishnera tadastha sakti, beda abeda prakasha. Our original nature of the jivatma is a servant of Krishna. That is a nitya dharma, which we went through that before. But these jivas coming from Mahavishnu, because it is tempted, because it is weak, it got tempted because of the freedom it has, because Sudandram, it has a freedom. Because of that, what happened? It looked at the Maya and then got into the problem. Okay, so otherwise, we are all part and parcel of the Lord. We are part of of Krishna. From his Jiva Sakti only we all came out. Okay, but only thing is we came through eventually Mahavishnu. Now, okay, this is the slide I really want to really bring that up again. Why some jivas go down? Answer is very, very easy, right? So you have the spiritual world, then then also the material world at the bottom, and then in between is the Tadastha region. That is where those jivas coming from the Mahavishnu's belly, they come in this intermediate, between region, right? And now why some jivas get down? Because why some jivas go down? That means came to material world, because it exercised its independence. See, that's the problem. This whole independence is a big problem. Because we are independent, we have our own way of deciding things. Because we are also part of the Lord. Lord has independence. So because of that, we also automatically have independence. But we exercise wrongly. So so whose fault is this? The fault is actually not Krishna's fault. It is actually our fault. We wrongly exercised our freedom to look into the material world for enjoyment and to become master. Because in the spiritual world, one has to be a servant of Krishna. Nitya Dasa. Krishna era Nitya Dasa. But those jivas who really have the inclination to really enjoy as to become master. I want to be master. I don't want to be a servant of anyone. Because of that ego, it really looked at the Maya down in the material world to become the what? Become the master. They thought that they will become the master of the material world. But unfortunately, you all know that's not the case. We are actually slaves to ourselves. So now coming to our whatever we really read, the Maya. This is describing about the Maya. What is Maya Sakti? It's a illusionary energy which is binding us to be in the material world. Who is Maya? Durga Devi is the Maya. Maya Sakti. And Durga Devi is Maya. Okay. So this Dasamula, Sloka number 6 says, Swaruparthair hinan Nija sukha paran Krishna vimukan Harir Maya Dandyan Guna Nigada Jalai Kalayati Tada Sulai Lingai Tuvidam Varanai Kleshanikai Mahakarmalanir Nayati Paditan Swarga Nirayo. So this is the problem. Now Maya caught us. And this this sloka meaning, very carefully go through. This lot of things are condensed. I am really going to expand. But today probably some of them we are going to expand as we went through. But because we didn't complete the whole chapter. So if you see that, this whole chapter is actually the nucleus is this one sloka, this Dasamula sloka number 6. Swarupa Arther Hina. Okay, let me read the meaning first. Constitutionally, a living entity is an obedient servant of Sri Krishna. I showed you the slide. But the illusory potency enchains, basically chain, catchers and then put in chain with the shackles, vilangu, shackles of modes of goodness, passion and ignorance. That is Sattva Gunam. Sattva Guna means good gunas, and passion means that is actually Rajasi Guna, which is actually more of action. I want to do this one, I want to do it, all kinds of things. That's what Brahma is also doing. Then ignorant, lazy, dull people. Okay, these are the 3 modes of nature. And using that, Maya binds a jiva. And okay, so on all such living entities who are always after sense gratification. This is the problem, because we wanted to enjoy our sense through our sense. This is the number 1 problem. Because of the inclination that we had to really do sense gratification and to enjoy our senses ourselves, rather than being with Krishna and serving him and automatically becoming happy. So we did the wrong turn. Okay, so deviated from Krishna consciousness and thus doomed for chastisement. Why chastisement? Why can't we really leave it there? Because Lord is so merciful. Because he knows that the right thing to do that is to be with him, and he have in Paramananda, in super bliss. So because of that mercy, he is trying to really give punishment so that you will get dejected in the material enjoyment, and then look, oh Krishna, you will start thinking about reading Bhagavad Gita, because you are running into all kinds of problems. So you are looking back to your original home. How I can really get out of this miserable world? So you think and start reading, and then we do bhajans and then associate with the devotees. Because for what reason? Because it is instinctively it is showing that this is not the real ananda. This is not the blissful state. So I have to really know what is the real bliss, and that is why you started thinking like that. So without the difficulties in this world, without suffering in this world, it is simply not possible to really get back to the spiritual world. You have to understand this one very carefully. Because that is why all the Shastra says that if one gets miseries, one gets a lot of material discomforts and so many miseries and difficulties and sorrows and sadness, and that means he is showing you the mercy. We read that. It is a sign of his mercy. He is really giving the mercy so that you will start thinking about the other direction, the direction which we should have gone. That is the super blissful. Okay, from misery to the super blissfulness. That is the spiritual world. So anyway, so again, that illusion takes them around the heavenly and hellish planets. So what happens now? Because we are coming in the material world, we do some punya, sometimes good deeds and sometimes bad deeds. Depending on what we do, we sometimes go to heaven and sometimes go to hell and then suffer. Okay, around the heavenly and hellish planets, dragging them through the bondage of or results of fruitive activities full of suffering, covered by the gross body with the sense enjoyment organs. Now, so we saw Jiva is actually a spiritual entity, but Maya is a material entity. That is so they are not compatible. They don't mix. So how come then, because the Jiva looked at the Maya to enjoy the Jada, which is against its nature, right? But the wrong independence. So it is exercising the independence wrongly to really enjoy wrongly because he wants to become a master than become a servant of Krishna. So now in this situation, how the Maya binding the Jiva with the Maya is coming is first one is false ego. Because Jiva is spiritual, Maya is who is Prakriti is material. So how can the spiritual Jiva be bound by the Jada world, Jada in Maya? The first shackle is that the Maya gives is false ego. What is false ego? False ego means I am not the servant of the Lord. I am the enjoyer. I want to enjoy. Okay, so that is a false ego because it's not our original Nitya Dharma. It's not our original nature. Okay, so this false ego is part of the Linga Sarira, subtle body. So this subtle body is the one who she gives the subtle body with the false ego, and she covers that our soul with the subtle body. We cannot see our in our false ego as a physical entity, but it is there. It's a feeling. It is there. It's a subtle body. It is there in us. Also, then she gives the other one, mind and intelligence. What is false ego also? That means I is mine. This is mine. This is my body. I am American. I am a Hindu. I am a Muslim. I am this. I am that. I am black. I am white. All these things are all bodily related things are all with the false ego. Identifying oneself with the material thing rather than the spiritual as a spiritual thing. Okay? So once Maya catches with the subtle body with the false ego, she also supplies the mind and intelligence. Is the mind and intelligence spiritual? No, that is also material. Because they're all only, we can think only, our mind can think only about the material things. Our intelligence can be all involved only about material things. But who is the first shackle? First vilang, the shackle is that false ego. The false ego actually develops because Jiva wanted to enjoy the material world. Okay, this is where the whole problem started, and now we are here and we are actually stuck, in fact. Okay, and now, right, subtle body is given. Now we have to connect ourselves, that Jiva, to be interacting with the enjoyment. The enjoyment is going to come through mind. The mind is through mind only the soul is actually taking the material enjoyment, but it's not the real enjoyment. It is actually suffering, in fact. But then to connect to the Jada world, Jada means material. So the material world, she gives another kind of body that is called Sthula Sarira. Sthula Sarira is gross body. How that is made of? Pancha Bhutas, 5 gross elements. Ether, that is Akash. Air, Vayu. Fire, Agni. Water, then earth element, right? So these Pancha Bhutas are provided by who? Who provides this? She provided by Maya. So when we really come down and then getting birth through the womb of our mother, these all the things are wonderful things that will happen without nobody even can think how it is happening. All the things are arranged by her. Because the Jiva now decided to really, we try to enjoy this world. So she is providing as a kind of a mother. But she is not a mother, as we read. She is a witch. She is a pisas. Okay. Now we got the, okay, so the soul is first connected through the false ego and then mind intelligence as part of the Linga Sarira. And then the Linga Sarira, which is subtle body, is getting connected to the Sthula Sarira, which we see. Our body, all our organs and everything, we are all seeing. These are all grass body made of the thing that we can see through our eyes. Yes. Now, controlled. So Maya caught you. That is it. Now we are under Maya. So now these three gunas, மூன்று குணங்கள், three gunas, or what are those? Sattvic guna, Rajasic guna, and the Tamasic guna. According to these gunas, that the Jiva's nature of the Jiva, then she is putting different shackles. And for those who really have Sattvic mind, very good mind, very good, they are really very mode of goodness. They think about good things, doing seva, punya to others, and helping others, etc. They are all Sattvic actually. What will happen to them? They are not going to go to Krishna. No, they are going to go to heaven. Because she gives something called gold shackle. Gold, silver and iron shackle. Okay, so gold shackle is basically what it's a different kind of shackle. Okay, so different kind of vilangu. Okay, kal vilangu. Okay, so now she really sends them to us devas to where? To the Swargaloka. All the gods which most of the people are worshipping, they are Jivatmas with Sattvic guna. Mode of goodness. They are given the gold shackle, but they are still shackled. They are also bound. They are under Maya. Okay, whether it is Ganesh or Muruga or whatever you call, whatever the devas that you worship, they are actually basically of Sattvic nature, and they are all devas put there, but still they are under Maya, by the way. Durga Devi is the highest in the material world. Then mostly human beings are really Rajasic. Because they do all kinds of activities which for selfishness. I want to do this one, I want to become a CEO, I want this one, I want that. Because this is all Rajasic. That is called silver shackle. Okay, silver shackle. They are also bound by shackle. Then the other kind of human beings or the other kind of creatures, they are tamasic, lazy, dull. They are bound by an iron shackle. Okay, but doesn't matter whether one is bound by gold shackle or silver shackle or iron shackle, everybody is going to suffer. Yeah, Lord Indra, so many fightings going on there in Indra Loka. He can't sleep. Any time the Asuras can really capture the Swargaloka and give so much of hava. Now if you see the picture, these are the three ladies what you really girls that we see. They are the three modes of material nature. Sattvic, Rajasic and Tamasic. In fact, depending on the guna, one's whole activity, everything is determined. So we are in trouble actually. We are in deep trouble. We are in prison. When the jivas are bound in the shackles of Maya in the material world, they have no easy way of escaping. Almost none. Once we are born, first time when you really come here, then we leave, we will do some karma. Anyway, that we are going to read it in the next class. Starting of karma. Okay, karma alane. Remember that in the sloka that you saw that. So how the karma cycle of karma and the karmic results gets kicked in is actually coming later. So we are in this prison, being born and dead and born and dead and another body, born, reborn, dead, reborn. And this is what is actually going on. And what exactly the net results of this whole material world in the material world is birth, disease, old age, and death. Birth, disease, old age, death. Hardly any tingling little bit of enjoyment that we think, it is insignificant. It's only suffering. Suffering comes from our body. Suffering comes because of other entities. Now corona, whatever it is, or the neighbors, or neighbor countries, or terrorists, or natural disaster, tsunami, earthquake, this and that. So many problems are actually coming because of the way this material world is really all designed. We cannot change it. But the jivas are refusing to really get out of this material world. They really think that this material enjoyment is the highest, which is really big foolishness. It is like, actually, there is something called frog cooking. Okay, we are not talking about any envy or anything here. No. There is a concept called frog cooking. Okay, so the Baddha jivas are foolish. They get used to the Maya. Then after that, what happens now? You really get adjusted. This is life. Life, they will be like this. You really try to increase your standard of living and standard of all the achievements and science and this and everything, and automatically you are going to be happy. This is the foolishness that the jivas are actually going through. That is what I am calling as frog cooking. What is frog cooking? To really cook a frog, basically what you do is you just put it in a big vessel and then put the frog inside and then start applying the flame, intense flame from bottom, and you don't have to put any lid on it. Why no lid on it? Because when you start cooking, because it will be little warmer, and the frog thinks, this is life. Life, this will come, corona will come, that will come, bacteria will come, flus will come, this will come, that will come, heart, so many problems will come. You get used to the living. And when you really cook, keep on increasing. So the frog will think, I can get adjusted, all right. So it gets adjusted, thinking, okay, it's little warmer. And again it goes more warmer, again it will think, it is really more, hot, but I should get adjusted. And then finally what happens? More heat comes, then he starts shivering and then starts all over the thing, but he never thinks that he can really jump out of the pan. It won't. It will try to adjust itself. That's what all the psychologists, so-called psychiatrists, they're all telling the same thing. You get adjusted to the life. So there will be a problem. But you never think beyond. That beyond that, what exactly, where exactly we belong to. And we really made a big mistake that you never understand. Never think about it. And even when, this frog, getting cooked and cooked, and invite some insect comes there, it puts a tongue and then try to catch and eat it. This is what it is. We are on the deathbed, but still you are actually hankering for eating sweets, eating all the things and try to enjoy as much as possible. We do not understand our miserable condition that we have been now. This is frog cooking. Finally what happens? It just gone, finished. It never got the idea that it can really jump out. This is the foolishness of the Baddha jivas, who are, just closing their ears and closing their eyes about doing bhajan to Lord Krishna. And they really close their eyes and the ears towards those who really do bhajans. And they are actually taking you trying to take you to the spiritual world, but they refuse. This is the problem. This Maya continues to torture you, continues to give miseries after miseries. Nobody in this world is really happy. Tell me, even President actually got coronavirus. Yesterday news. Everybody. Doesn't matter. You can be the empire of the whole world. Still you will be going into the misery. That is the job of this, who? The Maya Devi. Durga Devi is actually fault. But what is happening? When we go through all the intense suffering, then only our brain will work saying, hey, this place is a dangerous place. You have to realize that. This is exactly what a goldsmith is really trying to make a bangle, gold bangle from the raw. So first he really melts the ore of the gold, which has a lot of impurity. He really melts to the maximum heat he applies. Then it comes down, and then he really makes out of that gold, he makes nice bangle and offer to Krishna. Whatever. Do you understand? Because we belong to Krishna. We are all like that. But unfortunately, we got contaminated because of our independence we exercised wrongly, and because of the sense pleasure, we really got lost. So the purity, that is why Maya is really suffering, giving us so much of suffering. But the foolish people like the frog that I really showed you, they never realize the reality. So many jivas are suffering. But I put an intricate question here, okay? Go through very carefully, we really went through that one. So much of suffering is there, all the time suffering. You just turn on the TV there, you hear everywhere, every country. So many jivas are suffering in the material world. Who is the root of the cause of the suffering? Is Krishna. Okay, you can argue one way. Let us see. He created the jivas from his jiva shakti, yes, agreed. The jivas with their freedom wrongly exercise their freedom and caught by Maya. But why should Krishna even create a jivas? Question? Why did he create in the place starting the problem? Even so, why did he create it as atomic, anuchit? The entity, small, have weakness. This kind of weakness, that they cannot really decide what is right, what is wrong. Why should he do that? Even so, why did he give freedom? Instead of keeping all in his spiritual abode, why did he give us freedom at all? Why did he even make the Maya Shakti to capture the Bhatta Jivas and entrap them? Why did he create the Maya? And also we read that it is the Leela of Krishna. Leela, he is doing Leela. So he is creating all the Jivatmas. But just to become you want to do your Leelas. Pastime means Leelas. Leelas, you want to make the Jivas to suffer? That is selfishness. Think about. This is how you have to logically think. Because you really came to the Jaiva Dharma class. This is the kind of intelligence that you should have. Is Krishna in under fault for all our suffering? Because he could not have probably created Jivas itself in the first place. The answer is, Jivas, when the Jivas are with Krishna, it is as good as Krishna. As good as Krishna. In fact, that Jiva has a potential that the way he created can be higher than Krishna in terms of Mahabhav, Bhakti. And with that Bhakti, intense Bhakti, that is Prema, that Jiva can even control Krishna. Krishna sits there. Yashoda said, Krishna, he really bound Krishna. Krishna is controlled. Yennadavam Chaitane Yashoda. See, look at here, that Parabrahma, he could really just bind. And Krishna was weeping. Oh mom, don't do it. Look at here. This is the power that he is giving that to Krishna, that is to Jivas, that is us. But we wrongly took a bad decision. So Jiva can control. In fact, Krishna has 64 qualities, and the quality number 40 says Krishna can be controlled by his dear devotees. He says, Krishna, you cannot do it. You cannot do it. Look at here. He's Lord. He's Lord of everything. And like the father who really accumulates wealth for the enjoyment of the children. He has put so much of wealth for us. The children, that is us. Krishna, he has given more pleasure than the... In fact, what happens is, do you think Krishna is the one who is the super enjoyer? There is no one in the world who can enjoy more than him? Wrong. Jivatma can. And Jivatma is the one who can enjoy more than him. That is why Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came as a devotee to enjoy that super blissfulness. So you must be understanding now. See that? We are actually, so the Lord was really thinking that we should be really the highest and be really dear to Him, with Him, and having the pleasure higher than Him. But unfortunately, because of our own fault, we wanted to enjoy. But He did not really just abandon us. All right, I am really going to really enjoy somebody to really catch you. Okay, suppose somebody is running away from home. He already calls the father calls the police station to really catch the guy and bring him back again. We are runaway cases. And Jiva is now under these Jivas in this world is under the clutches of Maya. How to get out of this most cruel prison of Maya? Think about. You are actually, think about that, you are prisoned. You know how bad is the prison, because I used to preach in various prisons, prison seva. Now look at here how they are tortured. A jiva in the material world is really tortured by Maya. But what we do? What we do? Instead of becoming a master here, we are suffering. We are slaves to the Maya. We are slaves to our senses. We are slaves to our families. We are slaves to our body and mind. Alas, what a dangerous decision that we have taken. Sure, we have to get out of this miserable condition. We realize that our Nitya Swarupa is a servant of Krishna, and that is our eternal position that gives the unlimited eternal bliss. But how can he get out? It's not easy at all. How to escape from this cruel prison of Maya? He then comes down. He comes here as a part of his Leela. And he's weeping behind the Jiva. Come back, come back, come back. He says, Devi Hesha Gunamayi Mama Maya Duratyaya Mam Yeva Ye Prapandyate Mayam Yetam Tarandite Mayam Yetam Tarandite. I put my divine energy of Maya on behalf of you only, for your sake only, so that you really come back to me. I am your father and mother and everything. I am Pita, Pitagam Aham. See, so my divine energy Maya, I made it, consisting of the three modes of nature, Sattvic, Rajasic and Tamasic, is very difficult to overcome. You will be entangled. You cannot really get out of the prison. But those who surrender unto me cross over it easily. So what is the secret? Take shelter of Krishna's feet. But the catch. But how can we really go directly to Krishna? It's not possible. We have come far away. Take shelter of a guru and please him. This is important. What is it? Take shelter of a genuine guru who can help you. Pratamantu kurum pujam tadachaiva mamarchanam kurvan siddhim avapnoti hai anyata nishpalam bhaveda. Oh, you are really made a wrong problem, but I will send you a guru. If you want to come, you cannot come straight away to me. It's not possible. Because you have taken wrong turn and you have to come through the proper channel. So Lord Krishna says, one must always worship one's guru first, and then only worship me. When one follows this, gets perfection. He will reach me. But if one neglects this process and directly trying to come to me, will be fruitless. You cannot make it. So we need to take shelter of a genuine guru who can help. The one who can be our pilot. The one who can chastise us, the one who can punish us for our wrongdoing so that we don't really accumulate any bad karma. The one who dares to shower his affection all the time. The one who takes the responsibility to deliver you, to take you to Krishna. There are two kinds of gurus actually. One who gives initiation and forgets about forever. He even may not even know whether you really got initiated by him. Other kind of guru is one who gives you seva. You do this one, do like that. He is there, but like almost like every day by day basis, telling you what to do. He is chastising, giving opportunity to really serve the Lord, and teaches you and also punishes you. Always remember, when a guru punishes you, it is good for you. Your karma, whatever that bad thing that you might have done, is gone. But you have to give proper respect to the gurus. Otherwise, there is no use at all doing devotion to Krishna. You may be chanting and chanting so many rounds, but if you don't have the mercy of guru, you're all useless, fruitless. He says that, look at here. Anyata nishpalam bhavet. No use at all. Now, we have been entrapped in this material world under Maya. Just think about when I will get delivered from this world. How many births and deaths that is going on. Infinite.
Yatane janmangal eduttum ena bhayan karna. Yatane janmangal eduttum ena bhayan karna. Atane janmathilum en kannane kaanene. Atane janmathilum en kannane kaanene. Krishna Govinda 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 Gopala. Vrindavana Sundara Bala Nandana Gopala. ஆயர்பாடியில் அவதரித்தேனி அற்புதங்கள் சேர்த்தாய். ஆயர்பாடியில் அவதரித்தேனி அற்புதங்கள் சேர்த்தாய். கோபியர் கொஞ்ச கோகுலம் பொங்க கோவினை நீ மேதாய். கோபியர் கொஞ்ச கோகுலம் பொங்க கோவினை நீ மேதாய். Krishna Govinda 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 Gopala. Vrindavana Dhara Sundara Bala Nandana Gopala. Krishna Govinda 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 Gopala. Vrindavana Dhara Sundara Bala Nandana Gopala. Yatane janmangal eduttum ena bhayan karna. Atane janmathilum en kannane kaanene. Yatane janmangal eduttum ena bhayan karna. Atane janmathilum en kannane kaanene. Kannane kaanene. Kannane kaanene.
So next week we will continue the chapter 6 and you see Jivas and Maya and part 2, and so this is actually going to be starting about the karma side. Karmic means activities, how our activities are actually binding us, and that is going to be the next week. Okay, all right. Vanja kalpa drupchecha Kripa Sindhu Yavacha Paritanam Pavanepya Vaishnavipya Namo Namah. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare.